Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura and today we're doing another pick a card tarot and oracle reading, and this time we are going to find out what their true feelings and intentions are towards you at this time. So we're going to break up this reading into three sections. First, we are going to see where they're at in life in general, then what are their current feelings towards you, and then what are their current intentions towards you. And I set the intention before we even begin that all of the information that comes through during your reading is honest, accurate, and coming from a place where you will be led to your highest path, the highest good. Okay, I already did some protection rituals to make sure all of the info that comes through is from loving sources of light, of truth. So all you need to do now is select your person that we're asking about and maybe set the intention out loud. Universe, spirit, whatever, whoever, what is blank's thoughts and intentions towards me right now at this moment? And once you've done so, take a look at all three groups on screen. We have group number 1 with the Howlite. We have group number 2 with the Lapis Lazuli. And we have group number 3 with the Afghanite. Just select whichever pile you're feeling most drawn to, the one that your eye keeps going back to, and for some reason you just feel pulled in towards it. Don't overthink it. You know, it could be a simple little thing, simple little decision. And before we begin, I also want to say this is a group reading. So take what resonates from it and leave anything that doesn't. If something doesn't resonate with you, it is simply not a message for you. It's for someone else. And if everything resonates, that's great, you know? And sometimes, occasionally, when you watch these pick a card readings, there may be nothing that resonates, and that just means that you selected the wrong group, so you can go back and pick another one, or there just might not be any messages for you in today's video, and that's fine. I do offer personal love readings, so if you want to ask about your relationship, your specific person, one-on-one with me, that's always an option too, and the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. Okay, so if you're still selecting your group, pause now, but if you're ready, let's begin. Hello, group number 1, and welcome. Let's see first where your person is at right now at the time that we're watching, just in general with their own life, what's going on with them. So the rune that came out is called Berkana, and it came out in this inverted position. So this is pretty telling. This is the rune of birth. So when it comes out in reverse, this person may have recently either received some really disturbing news in regards to their family. I'm wondering if there's been a death or illness or something like that, or some sort of false start in general. Like they started going down a path. Maybe they made an investment that turned out to be really bad. Maybe they, I don't know, there's some sort of family disruption, like a divorce or something that's taking up a lot of their time in that regard. It just feels like a lot of things are being restructured in their life. And this could even be like family members having very, very different beliefs or getting into arguments, or even their friends, like losing a friend due to really stupid things. Something like that is, taking a hold of their mind right now. We have the gazelle coming out upright. Very beautiful, like physically beautiful person that we're dealing with. The gazelle is very graceful. So they're handling everything going on with a lot of grace, a lot of wisdom, a lot of beauty. I'm wondering right now if this person is really focused on trying to look their best for some reason. Like maybe they're going to the gym or trying to maintain like a good skincare routine, or keeping their hair, facial hair, anything, whatever, looking good. For some of you, this person, I'm getting so many random messages, maybe going through some dental work or something like that. They're just trying to overall take care of themselves. That's what I'm seeing. They're also right now in general in life in a very observational space, really paying attention to everything going on with you. In their own life, they just are really tapped into everything that's going on in the world. They could be watching the news a lot or reading the news a lot. They could be just making sure that everyone's doing okay in their life. They're just very aware of people's feelings right now, feeling a little bit like an empath, I think, and just paying close attention to any developments that are taking place. I wonder if they're waiting to hear back about something, waiting to hear about some sort of news. We have the full moon in Cancer coming out for them as well. A personal issue reaches resolution. Okay, so this is especially in the home and family life. Full moons do represent times of great change, emotional peaking, as well as endings. So there could be an end within their home life, within their family life, the closing of a chapter, and all of the issues tied to that are also closing out as well. So right now they're just sort of focusing on letting go, releasing, and closing out those personal chapters in their life right now. Also, time period wise, with the full moon in Cancer, this full moon happens in Capricorn season. So the end of December, beginning of January may be a significant time for you and this person, or a significant time in their life in general. And we're going to get 2 more of these cards out for the other parts of this reading. So we'll get some more timing messages. But yeah, it definitely feels like they're just focusing on resolving any issues, getting any closure that they need, closing out chapters, etc. We have community, building up their community, leaning on their community, focusing on community work. Some of them can be doing some charity or trying to just help people out within their personal connections and community as much as they can. So for example, if they have a specialized skill or interest, they may be helping out a lot of people with that, or like doing favors. Like for example, if they're like a roofer, they may be fixing up a lot of roofs like at other people's homes for free, like their friends, their family members, churches, hospitals, things like that. I don't know. I just see them really pouring into their community right now with whatever skill they have, even if their skill is simply being a good listener or giving good advice, whatever skill, no matter how big or small. It really feels like they are just trying to help out as many people as possible, and they get a lot of joy from doing that. So very cool, very interesting. All right, we're going to shuffle up some tarot just to see where they're at right now in life in general. Okay, and I'm going to pick 5 cards for every section we do in this reading. So let's see. First card out, where they're at currently, 9 of Cups in reverse. They are trying to really focus on their own personal foundation. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting the phrase like finishing up projects. And I keep coming back to like resolving issues or just wanting to finish out anything that's like pending. Like if they're going through a legal issue, they just want to get that finished and done. Or any projects that they're doing for other people or around their own home, they want to just get it done. Any favors they're doing, they want to finish it. And they're also trying to pour energy into themselves because they know that when they're coming from a place of fullness, they can give to their relationships a lot more. Anyways, so right now they're like really quickly trying to get their life together, I guess you could say, so that way they can be much more available to the relationships in their life. We have the Ace of Coins in reverse, so they may feel like they don't necessarily have a ton of resources, especially like financial resources or assets or something like that. I'm kind of picking up from them? I'm picking up an insecurity here that they don't have enough or they can't offer enough in a relationship. It doesn't feel like such a deep insecurity to where it's reaching like self-sabotage levels, but they're like trying to work really, really hard to just overcome any lack that they think they have in their life. So they could be trying to pick up more hours at work. They could be trying to, like I said, like we were seeing them go to the gym, really working through insecurities, but not like in a way that's like, oh, affirmations and working on the mental health, but it's like, okay, I'm feeling insecure about my body, so I'm going to do some overtime at the gym. Or I'm feeling insecure about my finances, let me pick up a second job. That's how they're dealing with their insecurities right now, because they don't feel like they have very, very much to offer, and they don't like that feeling. We have the Judgment card upright. Okay, yes. Like I said, a big chapter is ending in their life. And if these are any relationships that are ending, this could be that they're wanting to proceed forward with more distance and separation, but perhaps maintaining some cordial energy. So for example, if they're going through a breakup, they're wanting to remain friends with their ex. If they are going through like family separation, like distancing themselves from very like challenging family members, they're not wanting to cut the cord entirely, but they're definitely acknowledging that they have to create distance, walk away. You know what I mean? It's something like that. Like they're keeping whatever's ending in their back pocket, but they're grateful for the past, but they understand that a new journey is definitely needed and also wanted here. Yeah, and then we have the World. This is a really great progression because the Judgment card and the World card, it's like that's how it goes from Judgment to the World in the major arcana. And look at that. Beautiful, beautiful image on that. Yes, with the full moon in Cancer in their life. Massive endings, massive new beginnings. They are really, really, really excited for a brand new chapter to open up. And this can involve you depending on how you know them and how you're connected with them. And we'll obviously read more into that in a bit. But I'm just picking up on so much excitement for a brand new chapter. If you're dating this person, they are so excited for their relationship with you to develop a lot more. I really, really feel that. And right now they're at a place where they're just very, very quickly trying to get their life together to give as much as humanly possible to you in your connection. And that's if you're together. Okay. We have the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay. And a relationship ending. We saw that. And this is more proof, relationship ending. Yeah. So there's some sort of separation here, distancing from family members, a breakup or something. Two of Cups in reverse. This is, we're talking about someone who is your person. They're going through some sort of ending with another human being. Okay, I see it so clearly. I feel it so clearly. So if that's not the case, then I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you selected the wrong group because I feel it so strongly. And they're sort of just figuring that out. And again, tying up all of these loose ends, pouring energy into themselves as quickly as possible because they're really, 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 really excited for this brand new chapter in life. So that's where they're at, guys. Now I'm going to put all of these cards back and we're going to start again with the question, what are their feelings towards you? Okay, so what are their feelings towards you? The rune that came out is called Tiwaz and it came out upright. And I was so happy to see this rune because this is literally the rune of commitment. Guys, this person wants to be committed to you in the deepest sense possible if they're not already, okay? This is a very masculine rune, phallic, and it's really good for men and masculine energy people. So if you are a feminine energy person and you're asking about a masculine energy person, this is, well, it doesn't even matter, honestly. Whatever your relationship dynamic is, this person is extremely passionate towards you, okay? Specifically, a lot of you guys who select group number 1, this is somebody who physically may be very strong, like big muscles, and very, very handsome. Like you may be thinking to yourself, this person's a 10 out of 10. Like, you know, very, very beautiful. And this is somebody who's going to love you extremely, like fiercely. Okay, sex life is obviously good as well with all of those factors considered. Plus, you know, it's just a message that comes through with this rune, of course. There could be some dangers of jealousy in this connection. Now, since we're specifically asking the question, how do they feel? I think one thing that they may slightly feel, but it's not too intense that they hide from you, is that sometimes they do get jealous. Which I think is kind of cute, honestly. A little bit of jealousy is kind of cute. Maybe that's just me, but I mean, if it's like way too much, then it's disgusting. Like, get away from me. But you know, they obviously care a lot about you. Another thing with Tiwaz, though, is this represents that there needs to be a big sacrifice in order for this commitment to take place. So either you or them, probably both of you, the beginning of your connection together starts with a big ending. Okay. So like I said, they could be going through some big breakup, separation, etc. around the time that you've met each other, or one of you has to make like a really big move. Say this is long distance. It's like somebody's gonna have to sacrifice, their comfort zone to move forward. It's like, how do I put this? And it's the energetics of this. It's not that either of you are asking for sacrifice. It is the energetics, because this is a love that is so fierce and just extremely, extremely passionate. Love like this demands a sacrifice energetically, spiritually. It's like the deity of love itself demands a sacrifice from both parties in order for this amazing relationship to continue. And now I'm not saying you have to go to your altar and be like, what can I sacrifice? No, you'll probably don't think too outside of the box with this. It is written in reality right now. Okay. So it's like maybe one person has to move out of their comfort zone. Maybe one person has to leave certain relationships behind. What is the sacrifice here? Also, if there is any legal disputes and stuff that for some reason, are involved in your relationship, they will be settled very favorably. And, with TOS coming out for how they feel about you, they have a strong sense of conviction. They're not giving up. Okay. This is somebody who in their heart and soul knows that you're the person for them. And they're not letting go. So I honestly love that we started out with your reading group number 1, because the energy here is so nice. And sometimes when I do these love readings, it's just sometimes toxic, sometimes all over the place, sometimes I don't know. But this is one of those readings where I feel like a lot of you guys watching, you're already seeing this person. You're already dating them, in a relationship with them, etc. And it's this is just confirming this person's all about you. So I love that TOS came out. Okay, they're very sexually attracted to you as well. We have the dragonfly coming out. You actually had 2 animal spirit cards pop out, so I just took both of them. And we have the shark. Yes. They're very ready to move very quickly with you, I think. Single, narrowly focused, I would say. The dragonfly is a very lucky spirit animal, very whimsical, a little airy. I wonder if sometimes you make this person airheaded. They have a hard time having common sense, or forming sentences around you at times. And they also view you as very adorable, very whimsical, magical almost. I don't know why. I just feel like their mind constantly goes back to you all the time. They think about you quite a lot. And they're not afraid to explore the depths with you. I think one thing they should probably keep in mind is remembering to think things through. And, just, I don't know, think things through. We have Milk and Honey in reverse. So this is a beautiful card, honestly. Milk and Honey, I know it's a whole thing, Milk and Honey, it's a saying. There's some sort of saying with that. But actually, the reason why milk and honey are often paired together is because they are the 2 substances on the planet that is not toxic to any single animal. Okay, so pretty much every animal on the planet can have milk and honey and not die. And milk and honey represents nourishment. In that regard, it represents peace. It represents love. This is just good vibes, guys. Good vibes all around. I don't know what else to tell you. Now, it did come out in reverse, and I know in this deck, the reversals offer some sort of message of protection. A nameless unease compels you to turn to pleasure and comfort as a means to escape what's really going on. I am wondering if at times, I especially listen up if this person is going through some sort of big life shift, life change right now that includes loss, like a death or separation or something. I am wondering if they lean towards the passion of your relationships at times to sort of ease their pain for that. So I don't know. It works in the moment, but only fleetingly before the feelings return and you need to re-up until you're exhausted. Feeling worse than before, you may continue struggling, or you may see the light and choose to surrender to spirit. Now is the time for practicing extreme self-care. So make sure, if you're connected with this person, that they are sitting with their feelings and acting in your relationship out of long-term intentionality. Like they're not just, wanting to do things with you and for you out of like a whim, like I'm stressed, let's do something crazy, like let's go to Vegas, get married, make sure they're thinking things through. Now is the time to practice self-care. If you can, do so before you engage in behaviors you'll regret later. You are so loved, so cared for. Feel love and compassion for yourself. Turn your troubles over to the divine for healing, yes. And then the relationship message that comes with this milk and honey card, it says this: sensuality, connection, and passionate romance between lovers. Exactly. This person, group number 1, I love this. I love this for you. Sweet moments of understanding and love amongst friends and family are all here for you to savor now. Your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you will be nourished with the honey of abundance. Oh my gosh, guys. Their feelings are so sweet towards you. We have the blue moon, believe in the impossible. I feel like they're actually kind of in disbelief that they were able to meet you. Like truly, this person like nearly worships the ground that you walk on. It doesn't feel unhealthy though. That's the thing. It feels pretty good. Like it's passionate, but it feels passionate in a healthy way. So let's see. We have strength. Yes. I think one of their favorite things about you and your connection with them is how well you communicate. Like they are so attracted to how effective your communication skills are. Like you can, like you say things that just really reassure people, even when they're not even asking for the reassurance. Like for example, this is just a random example. Let's just say you text this person like all day long and you're busy, so you can't text them back for a few hours. It's like when you do text them back, you automatically will be like, hey, sorry, I was doing this thing. How's your day going? You like very sweet. You don't play games of hot and cold, and you, group number 1, have this sort of extra sensory perception to understand what people need to hear in order to feel very safe, very comfortable being themselves, comfortable with you, comfortable with the connection. It's like you can like sort of read the energies, read into the future, even without people saying anything. And it's like, exactly what words to say to people. You're very charming, honestly, group number 1. And they love that about you. They feel like they can talk to you about any issue that's going on. And you make it a point to be a safe space for them. So they really love that. And, maybe this is somebody who's not quite used to having emotionally mature and available partners and people in their life. So they just, again, I'm getting that feeling of like just being so lucky. Like I'm so lucky I met group number 1 and we can just talk about anything under the sun. We have the 6 of Cups. Oh my gosh, this is such a happy card. Yeah, even beyond the sensuality and romance and sexuality here, obviously those feelings are strong. They just love your friendship with them. They just really think you work well together as a team. 6 of Cups is a card of great happiness for me. Like whenever I see the 6 of Cups come out in a reading, I just think of the word happiness. Like this is somebody who's happy. And also, I suspect that they may want something much more long-term with you, like living together, especially if you're not already doing that. We have the 3 of Swords. Oh my God, that was out of nowhere. Where is this coming from? Sort of heartache. They might be missing you. If you guys don't live together right now, specifically for you guys, it breaks their heart that they can't just see you whenever they want and snuggle you whenever they want. Really, really interesting. Also, again, it feels like there's some sort of big endings going on in their life personally. And we did pick up on that slight feeling of jealousy that I don't think they're talking to you about that, but they may be keeping that to themselves. Maybe they view that as something that they need to work through on their own and they don't even want to bother you with that, especially if your life is like very busy and thriving and whatever. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay. A blockage to the passion. That's what I'm saying. Like this person is so horny for you, group number 1. Which is why which is why I'm saying, like, if you guys don't live together, it is literally breaking their heart to not like be able to just, walk in and kiss you and hold you and hug you. Like, even if you only live 10 minutes away from each other, it really pains them that they can't just do that. It feels like a block. Like, they're ready. It's one of those things where when you're in a really super healthy relationship, especially at first, and then time goes by, it's like you get closer and closer. It becomes heartbreaking if the relationship doesn't grow, I think. And so yeah, they're just really excited and anticipating that. Yeah, right now it feels like there's some sort of blockage to the passion. And it could be like practical matters, like we said, like if you don't live together or whatever. So they're wanting to, have the time, the space to explore that more with you. And then we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Yes, quite a romantic. This person is very romantic. Again, my only qualm here with this person is like, I feel like it might be a worry on your mind as well. Like, is this person sort of using our love, our romance as a distraction from the stressors and pain that they're currently going through? Like, you may be worried that they're not fully processing whatever ending they're going through right now, and instead they're just sort of really leaning into you and your relationship to make themselves feel better. And there could be a thought on your mind, group number one, of like, okay, well, what's going to happen when reality catches up with them, and either they're even more sad because they weren't dealing with those feelings later on, or the shiny new object syndrome wears off in this relationship. Like, what's going to happen then? So this is your feeling that I'm picking up on. This isn't necessarily the reality of the situation here. And I think, this is probably a good segue into doing a reading on their intentions towards you. But yeah, that may be something you're a little bit concerned about, because to be honest, I am picking up slightly, like, not totally 100% red flag toxic, but slightly. They may at times rely on you, the passion you share, the attention you give, the love that's there to sort of ease the pain of the endings they're going through. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I don't know. It's just a neutral fact. I'm not here to judge, but I am seeing that. And yeah, this person is really deep, like balls deep in the honeymoon energy with you, in the like wooing romance phase. That's what I'm feeling. And yeah, I think right now it's a question of like, how can I take this phase and turn it into something more long-term? And like, they just want to see you more, gosh darn it. That's what I'm feeling from them. So let's dive into their intentions now. Oh wait, actually I completely forgot. I was going to use my channel love messages tarot deck that I made to see their feelings towards you further. So let's see, what are their feelings towards you? And this is a deck that gives very specific phrases and quotes and energies. Okay, I think that's good. We have the Four of Cups. I want a soulmate relationship, but I'm unwilling to open up emotionally and put in the work. I don't think the reality of their feelings for you is as dramatic as this card is putting it. Although this phrase over here, staying in a relationship out of habit, is really intriguing me. I am wondering if this is a situation where they broke up with someone and immediately jumped into a relationship with you, or if that's something that's like a fear on your mind that I'm picking up on. Like, if that did happen, like, you may have the fear of like, oh my gosh, like, what if this becomes a routine? And then they do that to you. If you have that fear, I would just talk to them about it. We have the Two of Wands. Can we start making future plans together? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Can we start making future plans together? I want to, but this is so new. I'm trying to figure out how to approach the subject. Guys, this could be a type of love where like you were only dating for like a few months and they're already ready to like marry you and move in and have babies and stuff. Like, it's just one of those things, they want to plan travel with you, and they have so many ideas. Like, they literally daydream about like just hanging out with you, just traveling with you, having conversation. Like they just want to do all those things now, but they don't want to be like pushy and weird. We have the Lovers. Oh my God, this is disgustingly adorable. We have to make a mature decision about this relationship. I think I love you. We need a future that's fulfilling for both of us. So you guys may be making some pretty big relationship decisions right now or in the near future. Like, how can we make this more fulfilling? Soulmate energy, loving yourselves first. So you may be in a period, both of you, where you're currently like trying to rush your personal life progress, like finish off anything that needs to be finished, just really get yourselves as individuals prepared, because you may be wanting to make big, mature decisions together as like a couple in the near future. We have Justice. I am trying to remain balanced and objective. So I think they're understanding that, their hormones are going nuts for you right now. And they're trying to factor in like, okay, hormones, honeymoon energy aside, does this make sense? And I really feel like they do think it makes sense. It does feel balanced, and they're trying to balance their crazy emotions towards you with their practical affairs. So it's like they're not trying to lose themselves entirely in the relationship with you, but they feel like they're going nuts, because I feel like this person thinks about you all the time, like literally all day, all night long. First thing they think about when they wake up, last thing at night, even waking up in the middle of the night thinking about you. Like it's a lot. This is a lot of honeymoon energy. So I feel like a lot of you guys who select group number 1, this could be a newer relationship. I would say under 3 years. It doesn't have to be, it would be cool if you guys were together for a really long time and you still feel this way about each other. We have the 4 of Pentacles. I am trying hard to maintain a strong financial foundation right now. See, we saw that with like where they're at currently. They're worried that they don't have enough money. I'm working on myself right now, yes, and still need to improve my life circumstances. This is number 1 priority. We literally picked up on that in the very beginning of this. And look at that. Didn't I say they felt this way? It says, I can't give you much right now. Wow. Yeah, quote unquote, getting my life together. I literally quoted that like 10 minutes ago. Like, getting my life together. Oh my gosh, self-improvement. I work hard on myself to have a secure future. They want a secure future with you. That's why they are working so hard on themselves right now. I can't take you on extravagant dates right now, but they might not be telling you that. They're trying to keep that insecurity to themselves. This person is definitely, the only thing that they don't share with you is some of their insecurities when it comes to how much they can provide for you, because they don't want to come across like that person, like, oh, you deserve better than me. And I don't blame them. But, there are some jealousies that I think, okay, like you can share that, like, whatever, like, and maybe you want that too. Like, you want to reassure them if they're ever feeling, insecure about the connection. But otherwise, I mean, feelings, where they're at in life, it feels really good. Oh my gosh. But yeah, let me prepare your cards. Okay, so let's see what their intentions are towards you. This is interesting. So the rune came out. It literally came out and landed on the table perfectly sideways like this, not even a little bit upright or in reverse. And this is called Canon. Now, when it's inverted like this, it represents something fading out of their life, like a love, an old flame that is leaving, or even like leaving a job, a location, etc. It's like something that was once very significant to us is exiting our lives very naturally. But when it's upright, it shows a really exciting flame and passion and new beginning coming into our lives. So the fact that this is completely sideways like this when it comes to their intentions, the time that you are watching this, group number 1, like literally today, marks the very middle of the road energy period where they are like turning the page. So these past several weeks and months in your connection, they were trying to get their affairs in order and perhaps say goodbye to certain energies, like certain friends, family members, just getting things from the past settled, whatever that means, okay? And in the next several weeks and months, you guys are really going to be, or at least it's their intention, to really, really get closer with you. And you're literally today, the time that you're watching this, at the very middle point of those two pages, you know, with them focusing on themselves, trying to, you know, get their stuff together, get their life together, and settling out old drama. And then in the future, it's like they're moving closer to you, like emotionally, trying to, if you don't already like live with each other, I'm seeing that is their intention for sure. And just overall get closer there. So it's so interesting that this came out like that. We have the rabbit. Oh my gosh. I just had the nastiest phrase come in. See, sometimes clairaudience happens, and that's essentially when like random words and phrases will just pop into my head just like that in the middle of a reading. And the phrase that just popped into my head was, they want to breed you. Oh my God. It like came out just like that. So obviously this person is extremely sexually attracted to you, if you can't tell by now. And because like rabbits are known for that, right? They're a very fertile animal. I don't know if you guys talked about having children or if you or them already have children, but they may be wanting to incorporate that into your relationship and get closer to an idea of like being a family with you. And even if neither of you want children or can have children, that can even include animals and plants and like just having like little ones to take care of, you know? So that's an intention right there. Another intention is to just, again, this is so dumb. This keeps coming back in my mind. This person's so funny. It keeps coming back into my mind. Like, I just want to live with you and be able to have sex whenever we can. So I don't know if you guys don't live with each other, or if you do, like, I don't know why this is coming up as such a strong intention, like, but it's coming out of love. It's not coming out of like, you know, just wanting to use you. No, this is a place of love. Like, I don't want to ever like not have my hands on you ever again. So very, very cool. Also rabbits representing that springtime fertility, just in general, like they want more with you. They want to grow with you. And also, to be honest, they want to speed up this relationship. Like, this is somebody who's not afraid of moving really fast, I think. So, okay. We have chop wood. Okay. So at this exact moment, it feels like they are just trying to get through the boring motions of life to bring this further into fruition. Also with chop wood, this is a card of like the daily chores that we have to do that take up the bulk of our day. You know, doing things like waking up, doing the dishes, you know, going to the gym, going for a run, having to write out your grocery list, going grocery shopping, mopping the floors, chopping the wood, you know, all of those little tasks. That's actually the bulk of our lives. If you think about it, other than sleeping, like those little menial tasks, that is our life. And this person finds a lot of peace and a lot of joy in those little things. And they want to be by you while doing that. They want to have you incorporated into their home life, you know, their daily routine. This person wants to live with you, essentially. Like, they just would love that. And if you already live together, they just love living with you. Their intention is to, and also I'm getting like a vision in my head. This person gives off golden retriever energy, I swear to God. It's like they just want to like show off to you, like, hey, look, I do the dishes, I cook, like, look at how different I am compared to like so many people. Like, they want to spoil you in this boring yet awesome way. Does that make sense? Like, I wash the windows, I actually wash the baseboards. Like, they just want to spoil you and take better care of you, which is just so sweet. I love that. And then we have the new moon eclipse. Expect powerful change. Oh my gosh. The development of your relationship may have happened around the eclipse seasons. Okay, so you may have started this relationship around an eclipse season or during an eclipse season, or that may have been a significant time for this connection, or will be a significant time for your connections. I think you and this person are very aligned with eclipse energy. It's a very strong, passionate relationship. Okay. So that makes sense. And I literally feel the deity of passionate love herself, whichever deity of your choosing, because there's so many throughout different cultures, but the overall like goddess of love energy blesses this relationship and brings this relationship into your life. And in return, like I said, there's got to be a sacrifice, which you guys already probably are aware of what that sacrifice is in order to live together and be together. But it just feels so sweet. It feels so sweet. I love it. New moon eclipse too, because new moons represent a new start, a new journey. They want something like a new chapter with you. And you're at literally this little peak here. I keep looking at this little triangle peak. It's like you're right here, right at the top right now, like where they were literally just trying to release, let go, have closure with things in their life. And it's like, okay, all of that's cleared up now. I'm ready to fully commit to group number 1. And so they're like ready to move things forward a lot more quickly with you right now. So expect powerful change. You know, they want drastic forward movements in this connection. This is one of the best love readings I've done in a long time. If you're into this type of person, like, well, I mean, this is somebody that you already know. Never mind. This isn't a new love reading. I was going to say, not everybody would be into this type of person, but I don't know. If you guys are, then let me tell you, you're lucky, because their intentions are pretty pure so far, and they really, really are attracted to you. Like, they don't even have eyes for anyone else. The Chariot, oh my gosh, probably one of the fastest moving cards in the whole tarot. And literally, this is a card about moving. Like, they want to live with you. They want to move in with you. They want to move forward very quickly with you. And it will require both of you to go outside of your comfort zone. And like the Lovers card said in the channeled love messages deck, to make a mature decision about this relationship, because your love and saying yes to it might actually involve other people's lives as well, especially if you guys have children, or if any of you have to move, any sort of significant move. You know, it's a big decision to say yes to this love, and like I said, it will require sacrifice, but I personally think it'll be worth it, because this is a really like strong connection, like nothing before. The Hierophant. Are you guys kidding me? Like, are you kidding me right now? This reading is disgustingly pure. This is the card of marriage. Like, this person fully intends to marry. This is one of those readings where, like, if I were new to tarot, I would watch this reading and be like, yeah, they're just telling me what I want to hear. No, I promise you, I give really negative readings all the time. This is just not one of those, because there's nothing negative to say. Like, their intentions are good. Their feelings are good. What do you want from me? They're a stand-up person. Straight shooter. The Tower in reverse. Oh my gosh, yes. So actually, this Tower card, it's not always bad. This shows this represents what Canon EOS is also saying, which is like, in order for this relationship to begin, massive sacrifice, like a massive like uprooting of both of your lives need to happen. And it could be for the same reasons or for different reasons, you know, it'll be unique to each individual in this relationship. But you know, it's like one of those things where like you met each other, and the intensity of chemistry and like gravitational pull towards each other is just so strong that it literally like made an earthquake happen. And all of the foundations that you've both built in your lives that were not healthy, that were not strong, crumbled or are crumbling as a result of the two of you getting together. So it like, you may find that your love is very triggering for certain people. Like, I don't know, like if anyone, for example, like if you have a family member that just doesn't approve of this relationship, and it's like, okay, well, screw you, and you disown that family member, you know, like completely, there's something about the intensity of your energy together that just absolutely crumbles broken and weak foundations in both of your lives. And also when you guys started talking to each other and you guys started catching feelings for each other, like you literally shifted their entire worldview and perspective on things. Like that's one of the things about the Tower card, especially in reverse, like it's just an energy that hits you so unexpectedly. Like neither of you, I feel, were expecting to even like get into a relationship or connect with somebody at this level and move as quickly as you guys are moving. And like, it's just so divine. It's so divinely coordinated. And it's just, your existence on this planet shakes each other's reality to a core, and it feels like it was a long time coming as well. Like you both probably had to go through many, many, many wrong relationships and bad experiences and not being loved properly in order to really understand each other at a soul level and recognize each other as soulmates once you met. And because you have those similar experiences, you understand the importance of loving your partner right. Oh my gosh. We have the 7 of Cups in reverse. There's so many different options for the future right now. I think this person, they're just in la la land over you. Wearing rose-colored glasses here. And, that might not be a bad thing. It's just not a bad thing, especially if, like, you're not a toxic person. But I do wonder if this person, or if you, group number 1, at times feel like this person may be putting you a little bit on a pedestal. It doesn't feel toxic though. I feel like, time will calm you guys down slightly, but like you'll still have that passion towards each other and still keep like feeding the flame of this romance. 7 of Cups in reverse is interesting though, because it is very daydreamy. This person is daydreaming right now about all of the things that they want to do with you. Like they have a lot of different intentions. It's just like, how is this going to manifest exactly is the question. And then we have Justice. Yes, they want to do right by you. Their intentions towards you, like I said, are very, very pure. Like they want to, I feel, completely, and they may have even said this to you at one point. Like they may have told you, like, I just want to, how do I even express this feeling? I just want to burn everything down in my life just to start over with you. I just want to, or like, they feel like your love or their love for you is dangerous because they can see themselves completely abandoning everything in their life just to be with you, just to spend time with you. So that is kind of in alignment with their intentions, but obviously they're not trying to be so destructive. I mean, Tower reverse, they might even be destructive. Who knows? Like, I will burn this whole city down just to be with you, that sort of energy. But yeah, Justice coming out as the final card. They want to do right by you. They don't want to, put you in any position of unhappiness. So this was a disgustingly positive reading. Thank you guys for joining me. My God, comment down below. Like, how is your relationship with this person? How did this resonate with you? I'd love to hear your stories. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you've not already. And if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there, shamanic life coaching sessions there, as well as my online tarot reading course. So check it out. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 2, and welcome. Let's dive into your reading and see where this person is at in life. Now, the rune Nauthiz came out to represent where they're at in life generally, and it came out not really upright or in reverse, perfectly on its side. And this is the rune of necessity. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, this rune is kind of showing that your person may be in a place of high anxiety. They need a push in the right direction, I think. They're just filled with uncertainty, and it feels like the universe is trying to show them all the right signs and give them that push, but they may not really be wanting to see it. There could also have been some like very unnerving news and revelations that this person has been having recently. But overall, with Nauthiz coming out, it just feels like they don't know what to do with their future. And I don't know, I kind of pick up on this vibe of like, just intuitively, I'm picking up on this vibe of not really trying to figure it out themselves. It's like they're just sitting with this uncomfortable feeling and trying to distract themselves from it. It's like a mental health issue, so it's hard to describe in words. It just feels like their mind is very much like, I don't know what to do. Like, this may be somebody who avoids making decisions, but I don't know. Let's see. We have the peacock coming out with where they're at currently in life. Very showy. I don't know why in my mind I'm picking up on like somebody who's like very like lanky and like plays a lot of video games or does something like that. But I wonder if for some of you this person smokes weed. I don't know. I'm just picking up on like random energies from everyone who selected group number 2. So if it doesn't resonate, don't, pay attention to that. But yeah, it feels like this person's trying to be seen in some way. Like, for example, if they are a video game streamer, they're trying to grow their audience and make it big doing that. If they are like a musician, they're trying to grow their audience with that. Or they're just in a place or position in life where they're just trying to put themselves out there and be seen. Like, this could even be applying to jobs. Just trying to be somebody, but they feel a little bit lost. Like they're just in a chapter of their life where they feel a little bit directionless when it comes to like what they wear and how they express themselves. Like it may feel like they don't have like a defined style or like personality. I don't know. This person's energy is a little bit all over the place. We have a change in the wind coming out. So there could be some pretty big changes taking place in their life right now, or they're trying to create change in their life right now. It says this: it's human nature to yearn for certainty and resist change. Yes, this person yearns for that certainty. Like this is exactly what's going to happen. Yeah, and may want the world to remain consistent like a zebra's stripes, yet nothing in the human experience is black and white, nor will anything remain static. The one thing that's guaranteed is change. Now is a time of transformation as outer conditions are temporarily moving out of sync with your desires and expectations. See, that's what we were picking up on. This person, it's like they're anxious and it's unnerving for them right now because what they want is not really developing in the way that they want it. And there could be some change and transformation and like revelations happening that again feel very much out of alignment with them. Really, really interesting. Stay the course and remember that even storms serve to clear the air, scatter seeds, and nourish the soil for better things ahead. Life is about to get interesting. Anticipate it with curiosity as you wonder what is coming in on the shifting winds. The unknown is where the magic lies. So this person is balls deep in the unknown right now, with their personal life, okay? And then we have the new moon, a new start is coming. Yeah, so there's a lot of promise here, like with this person, where they're at right now, they're unsure. They're trying to create the change that they want, but there's a lot of change going on around them that they did not ask for. So really interesting. What I'm just picking up on energetically, their mental health may be in a very apprehensive space right now. So that's something to be mindful of as well. But let's see what wants to come out. We're going to pick 5 cards for each portion of this reading, and we're going to pick the same oracle cards as well for each portion of this reading. I'll be putting all of them back and then reshuffling. So after this, just checking in with where they're at, we'll go over their feelings towards you. We have the 6 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so I feel for some of you, 6 of Cups in reverse can kind of I don't know why I'm picking up on like the death of an uncle or a father or something. This won't resonate with like most of you, but for a select few of you watching, I'm wondering if this person recently had that happen and they're sort of dealing with that right now, uncertain of like where to go from here. There could also be like this person's head is in the past, thinking about past relationships or friendships or family members or experiences, and maybe like kind of missing that, but also like not missing that. It's their head is a little bit in the clouds here. We have the sun coming out. Yes. So they're trying to fill their life with a bunch of Leo energy things, entertainment, like sports, video games, movies, art, creation, things like that, to take their mind off of everything that's going on. They just want to have fun. Like they just want to have lighthearted fun. We have the King of Wands. Yeah, they're very much in like an entrepreneurial sort of divine creator energy. So trying to, create a strong life path for themselves. Also, lots of fire energy here. I'm wondering if they are a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They don't have to be though, obviously. But yeah, I mean, they're trying to just have more life experience, become more prominent in their industry or with something that they're trying to do. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah. You know what it feels like? It feels like this person was like trying really hard to be known and successful for something. And then life sort of handed them some very strange and like unusual circumstances that are taking away all of their focus and energy from working on the thing that they want to develop. It's like, well, what do I do now? I have to do this. I have this whole new responsibility. I have this whole new thing I have to worry about, when I was in the middle of like just trying to, get my life together. We have the King of Cups coming out in reverse as well. Yeah, lots of masculine energy, and there's something here about like an older masculine energy for them, okay, tied to the past. I am wondering, okay, I just got an interesting message. I am wondering, for a very, again, select few of you, if this person has a history of being abused by an older man and they're dealing with a lot of emotional stuff coming up from that. Like even if it was decades ago, like they're still dealing emotionally or like just having some emotions with that coming up right now. It definitely feels like this person's in a little bit of like a dark night of the soul moment, like a dark night of the soul chapter in their life where they're doing a lot of intense healing work, and these emotional things are coming up because maybe for many, many years, instead of really sitting and working through it, they were like using distractions, entertainment as distractions, whether that be like, video games, sports, having babies, adopting pets, constantly keeping themselves busy to distract themselves from the lingering demons and shadows in the corner. And right now at this time, the universe may be sort of forcing them to sit with their demons and talk to them and love them and process them. Really interesting. It feels like there's a lot going on emotionally with this person, on a physical level, like day to day, it'll look different for all of you, but emotionally, this person's dealing with a lot of personal emotional stuff. So anyways, let's dive into how they feel about you, group number 2. I almost called you group number 1. Okay. So how do they feel about you? So I put all the cards away, reshuffled them. This shark card, it came out in reverse, like it popped out. And usually if that happens, I'll just put it back because I do take pop outs when I'm shuffling, but only if they're face down. But then I was shuffling some more and it popped out again face down, or not face down, in reverse. So I'm like, okay, clearly this is the card that wants to come out. But it's really interesting because then I just pulled this rune and you have Lagus coming out in reverse, and this is the rune of water. So you have a water animal, the water rune, and I have a little booklet here, and I just want to read this little excerpt that describes Lagus and their inverted meaning. It says, the seas of emotion are overly turbulent when Lagus is inverted. It may be that you are being too assertive and demanding of attention, or too impatient and aggressive. You may feel hard done by and curse fate for your misfortunes. Try to be more rational, take deep, slow breaths, and have patience. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't sugarcoat my readings. So if you don't want to hear what I have to hear, then click off, I guess. But I don't know about this person for you. It's not that they don't have emotions towards you, like they do. But I feel like their emotions towards you are so wrapped up with their own traumas and their own personal sense of insecurity and stress. And I'm wondering for some of you if they take that out on you, which is pretty toxic. Okay. Like, I don't know. I'm just wondering that. This person's energy feels to be very brooding, negative, like they are not in a good place mentally, like on their own. So how I view things is like this. You can only perceive the amount of love in other people that you yourself possess. Okay? You can only perceive the goodness in others that you yourself possess. And you can only perceive the negative traits in others that you yourself possess. So if somebody is in a drastically negative mindset, and I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. Like, have you ever been hangry and you're just in a really bad mood? And it's like everything that people say just gets under your skin, and even the way they breathe gets under your skin. Imagine going about life, but you're hangry 24/7. Like, that is the energy I'm picking up from this person. And, you know, I understand a lot of you watching are empaths, and you understand why this person is the way they are. And, you know, again, this person may have a history of abuse, like being abused, or, and like right now, life may not be working out for them in one capacity or another, but I don't know. This is like a controlling sort of energy that I'm kind of picking up on. And, you know, it's funny because the shark came out in reverse for group number one's person as well. I mean, they had another animal spirit come out for them, but it's funny how differently I read this card for them compared to this, because with this person, it's like a control thing. I don't know, like, well, group number two is the one thing in my life I do have control over. You know, they like feeling control in this relationship because so many other parts of their life they feel like they can't control. And that's scary. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Okay, let's see their feelings. New moon in Capricorn, your hard work is paying off. Okay, so new start. Let's see. We have flexible in reverse. Okay, so when these cards come out in reverse, they do give a sort of like protection message. So I want to read what that says. Okay. When you or someone else becomes too rigid, there's that word again, like too rigid, you lose the access to growth and untapped potential and find yourself in an us versus them scenario. Loosen up, open your mind and heart, and see if a more flexible approach feels better. Rigidity will set you up for a fight where there are only losers and no winners. Could you find a way to bring about a result that is mutually beneficial? Meet in the middle. Spirit makes a great mediator. Their feelings towards you are very rigid, sort of like control. Like the way that they love you is really just a projection of their mental health. I don't know how else to put it. Like, and even with Capricorn, and I'm a Capricorn moon, so, you know, I love Capricorn energy. So many people in my life are Capricorns, but, you know, it's also a sign that wants to be in control. You know, I don't know. Let's pull some tarot, get some more clarity on this. It feels like their emotions towards you are overly turbulent, and I am wondering if you guys are sort of like argumentative because of that. Very stubborn. Okay, let's pull oh wait, this is not the right deck, sorry. Started pulling group number one's deck. Okay, group number two. What is your person's feelings towards you? And we will also get some channeled love messages from my channeled love message deck. Okay. That was kind of sloppy, but let's see. We have strength in reverse. Oh my gosh. I swear to God, you guys are like the exact polar opposite of group number one's reading, because they also had strength, but theirs was upright. Yours is in reverse here. Strength in reverse, I feel like you guys, your communication is really not looking good. Like your ability to talk through your negative emotions or criticisms with each other, it's not looking strong at all. Like this person, I feel like their feelings towards you, it's like, do they even have feelings towards you? Because they do feel strongly about you, but really their feelings towards you is just a reflection of their feelings towards themselves. You know, this doesn't necessarily feel like an unconditional thing or like a soul tie. This feels very karmic in nature. I'm just being honest with you. I don't sugarcoat readings, guys. 8 of Cups in reverse. I'm wondering if some of you got into a separation with this person. Because this is a card of walking away. This is a card of like being pulled somewhere else. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse, being careless with words and communication. We have the 9 of Cups in reverse. And we have the Magician in reverse, manipulation. It's been a long time since I did a reading, like a love reading, where I truly felt like it was not great at all, like not like kind of toxic. And I don't know who you're asking about. Okay, and if this doesn't resonate with you, if you're in a really happy relationship, go pick another group or something. Or like maybe there's not any messages for you here, but man, the Magician in reverse is a really big one because this is a major arcana card. And this is honestly, like when it's in reverse, that's my card of like the douchebag, the person who's trying to control everything because they feel like they can't manifest their dreams. You know, they can't be a successful, I don't know, like Spotify rapper or something. SoundCloud rapper. Is SoundCloud still a thing? So they just like go home and like beat their girlfriend up or something. I don't know. Like that's the vibes I'm getting from this person. I'm being straight up with you. Like there's something, their vibes are not immaculate at all. And, you know, geez, it's just, it's like they don't feel like they can source their own confidence or they don't feel like they have control over their own life. So it's like, let me get my confidence from my partner or this person, you, group number 2. Let me get my confidence from group number 2. Let me take that from them. Let me control them so I feel like I'm in control of something. Now, obviously, these aren't conscious thoughts going through their head, but it's what's going on subconsciously. I can tell you that. 9 of Cups in reverse, they're not happy. You know, what are their feelings towards you? Just a reflection of their own life, which is not happy. Wow. Okay. Feeling like, you know, I don't know. For some of you, it feels like you separated. For others of you, you're not separated. But their feelings here, strength in reverse, and it's not strong enough to create something really sustainable, I think. There was a card that flipped over, but now I don't know where it's at. So anyways, this is the Channeled Love Messages deck. I made it myself. And yeah, let's see what comes out. Page of Wands, I want to woo you. Okay, trying to impress you. Trying to come off as talkative, charming, youthful, energetic. You know, there may be a big texting component here. Like instead of having difficult conversations in person, if you have a tendency to text those things, I mean, that's not good either. Let me tell you, that's not necessarily a good thing either. We have the Ace of Cups. I'm starting to realize just how much I love you. I want to start something new with you. Yes. We have the Queen of Wands. I am at all with your leadership, warmth, creativity, and the life you've built for yourself. They think you're a good leader. They view you as a whole package, sensual and mysterious. See, you're really strong, group number 2. Like you're a very strong person with a lot to offer. I can feel that. And they know that. We have the Empress. I am fertile, feminine, abundant, and want to begin a happy home, family, and life. Yeah. This may be how they view you. We have the 5 of Pentacles. My lack of financial and physical health prevents me from being able to fully enjoy a healthy relationship. emotional hardships, sadness after losing someone close, poverty and job loss, feeling alone and tired, on the struggle bus. This is exactly what I was picking up. It's like they are not really capable of offering a healthy relationship right now. That's what I'm feeling. So it's kind of like their emotions towards you are being overshadowed by this struggle that they're dealing with. Does that make sense? So it's like, it's not that they don't love you. It's not that they don't like you, because clearly they do with these, messages here, wanting to impress you, realizing that they love you, being at awe with you and how you show up in life and, wanting a life with you. Those feelings are present, but they are so dim compared to the relentless negativity on their mind, and they're deep in a lack mindset. And this is one of those relationships where I feel like if I were you, like I would be like, oh, this relationship would be so great if only blank. Like if only they went to therapy, if only they got anger management classes, if only fill in the blank. And you know what? If you find yourself thinking and saying that, I'm just going to give you a piece of advice as somebody who's been in many relationships, many of which were very successful, many of which were just dumpster fires. If you find yourself saying that, it's time to leave, because all you have is the present moment. If they're not doing it, if they're not working on themselves, not improving in the way that, they need to in order to have a healthy relationship, there's no point in staying. And if they're quote unquote improving temporarily, like you bring up an issue to them, they change for like 2 weeks and then they just go right back to how they were, dump them. Okay. If the progress is as slow as molasses and there's a lot of things they need to fix or grow about in your relationship, and you're like, oh my gosh, by the time we finally get to be in a healthy relationship, it'll be like 5 years from now, 10, 20 years from now, dump them. Like, you are clearly a very attractive and strong, intelligent person. And it's not to crap on this person, okay? Because, it's okay to have mental health issues. It's okay to go through some struggles, but like, this is honestly probably a point in their life where they need to be single, and they should be single, because it's like they're just dragging you into their shadows, into their problems. And I know you're probably dummy thick loyal for no reason. Like, I will help them overcome their shadows and blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing, group number 2. If you yourself already did so much work on yourself to be emotionally intelligent, nice, healed for the most part. Obviously, we're not ever fully healed. But like you put in all this work to be a good partner, and this person hasn't done that work yet, you're not compatible. I'm sorry. You deserve somebody who has already done the same amount of work that you have on themselves. How are you going to show up in a relationship being this emotionally literate, beautiful person who puts so much work into yourself, and be with somebody who has done none of that work? Like, you see what I mean? It doesn't matter if they do everything they can, like every second of the day, to better themselves. They will never be able to catch up with you, because you're also continuously healing, growing, and thriving. So it's like they'll always be several steps behind you vibrationally, dragging you down. I'm just saying. We have the 10 of Wands. I am carrying so much stress, responsibility, and emotional baggage. I can't give you the attention you deserve. I mean, come on, guys. This is what I'm saying. They lack self-love, work stress, so stressed they can't focus on love. We can't make this stuff up. Extreme stress, inability to say no, people pleaser, poor boundaries, emotional baggage from the past. They just can't. Like, obviously they have strong feelings for you, but they just cannot give you a healthy relationship, is what we're seeing. 8 of Cups coming out twice now. Okay. I'm just not sure what else we can gain here. I don't think we are emotionally compatible. I'm sad about this, but I need to follow my intuition. We just want different things. Something feels missing from this connection. Emotional intelligence, but also emotional incompatibility. Guys, this ain't gonna work. And then the Sun. I enjoy every second spent with you, obviously. They love you. That is their feeling. You know, they love you. And I think, you know, at one point they even fantasized about having babies with you. But this person emotionally acknowledges that they are not in a strong enough emotional position, 9 of Cups in reverse, to give you the full relationship that you are looking for. This is the type of person that may tell you like, oh, you deserve so much better than me, or, oh, I can't give you what you need. And here's another tip. Okay, if anyone ever tells you that, listen to them, because they're not lying. If anyone tells you that, run. Like, don't, just heed my advice, especially if you're young or you don't have that much experience in relationships. Just heed the advice from someone who may be older or more experienced in these things. I've done like thousands of love readings. I have been in like a billion relationships. Okay. If someone tells you that, you listen to them. Gosh darn it. Anything. People are actually pretty honest. You know, if they tell you, oh, I have commitment issues. Okay, well, I want commitment. So bye-bye. That should be your response. That should be like straight up. Like, you're not going to change this person. If they are convinced that you deserve better, newsflash, you do deserve better. Okay? Oh my gosh. Anyways, let's see what their intentions are towards you. Okay, so what are their intentions towards you? We have the rune Gabo coming out. This is the rune of generosity. And it asks us to examine the balance between what we give to other people versus what we take. So I want to see what else comes out with that. We have the peacock in reverse again coming out for them. Wanting to be seen, wanting attention, wanting to show off to you. I feel like you give them quite a lot. You really validate their ego. So with their career specifically, but also life in general, it feels like they're beaten down and they feel like a lack of confidence in themselves because perhaps, you know, they haven't reached their dreams, their goals or whatever. And you make them feel amazing, like giving the attention that you give. And, you know, I am wondering if, I don't know. I got to get more clarity here before I start making assumptions. We have Imagine coming out in reverse. So again, this is a message of protection from this deck. So let's read about it. This says, illusions and wishful thinking rooted in a sense of lack have entered your life. Oh boy. Now may be the time to see things as they truly are and not as you hoped or imagined they would be. Release fear, then vision anew. Perhaps you've been anticipating that something fearful might happen and recreating that image of disaster over and over in your mind. I think this person may have or will self-sabotage this relationship. That's what I'm thinking. The universe responds to such projections, so be aware of catastrophizing. I can never say this word. Catastrophizing. Oh my God, there you go. No matter what, illusions and awfulizing are a misuse of imagination. Clear the inner slate and stay grounded, stay real, and then can you truly have what you desire. I just have a feeling they either have already self-sabotage this connection or they are on the path of sabotaging it. I don't know, man. I don't know. We have the full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches, and the full moons are cards of ending here. They just, you know, this person, they have these fears that you're gonna like leave them or move on. Their source of comfort and self-esteem is going to move right along, and that scares them. Their imagination really gets the better of them, I think. And this person seriously needs to prioritize their mental health and not numb out the pain and the fears that they have, the shadows in their mind, with distractions or weed or anything like that, I think. Let's see. Let's get the tarot. What is their intentions towards you? Honestly, I'm going to be honest, like their energy feels like a smoke cloud. It is so hard to really pick up intentions. And to be honest, what I'm picking up on, I don't think they have intentions towards you. And that's what scares me even more because, you know, there's like a lack of thoughtfulness when it comes to your precious energy and like how to handle you in their life. So they're just this person is just acting entirely off of subconscious reaction is what I'm thinking. Like they're not thinking, they're not being thoughtful. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry if I'm like coming across as like really not liking this person. We have the Six of Wands, which is a card of success and attention, and again receiving that sort of attention. We have the World in reverse, not letting go. If this is a connection that you guys have already separated, they have not let go of you. They have not released you. There's still feelings here. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this confirms for me that this person doesn't have intentions. Because the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who like has zero plans for bringing something down into reality and moving things forward. They're like the slowest moving knight. And when it's in reverse, they're not even moving at all. They're just like, well, I think we're fine where we're at. Why do we need to push this relationship forward any faster? Blah, 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 blah. If you've heard that from this person, what they're basically saying is, I have no intentions towards you. I don't even think, period. I just react subconsciously. This person is fully like victim to their subconscious mind. Like they really are not giving me intentionality. To be honest with you, this person's third eye, like it's so strange because they have a very active imagination, but like they are so like asleep, I want to say. Like out of power. Like they are not in their power. And Knight of Pentacles in reverse as an intention, especially in the center, bad sign. Okay, this is somebody who doesn't have intentions. They have zero plans. I don't like them. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't like them. Queen of Swords. Yeah, and I view you as this Queen of Swords. I think they're just gonna let you do whatever you want and lead however you want. They feel, and again, it's like they will always be this knight and you will always be this queen or king, whatever, however you identify. Like you can't keep nourishing them to grow at rapid speed and have them, they're never going to catch up with you in terms of maturity and readiness and willingness and desire. They just aren't. You know, if they would have, they would already be there. And that's why I don't like this connection. I think they're just content to let you run the show and let you be the captain here, and whatever happens, happens. I don't think they give much thought. This is somebody, and to be honest, you can see evidence of this in other areas of their life if you don't believe me. This is somebody who constantly complains and constantly plays the victim in life. Okay, because people who are like that, it's because they are out of their own power. They do not take responsibility for their own life, you know, which puts them in a state of constantly being victim of circumstances. Like, oh, this happened and I didn't like it, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, why didn't you do this? Oh, well, you know, blah, 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 blah. Like, no, I can't stand people like that. Oh my gosh. Group number 2. Did I call you group number 3 before? I'm sorry if I did. Like, you just deserve better. We have the 3 of Wands coming out in reverse as well. Yeah, 3 of Wands is a card of manifestation, success, seeing things through. And it's in reverse here, so it's like blocked. Guys, this person has no intentions towards you. Their intention is to let you run the show. And if you want to give them attention, they would really enjoy that and thrive off of it. You know, it's sad. I just feel like this person emotionally is not in a place where they can give anyone, not even just you, anyone, a good, healthy relationship. So I'm just going to leave your reading at that. This has been very depressing. But I hope it has brought anybody who needs clarity to choose better for yourself, understand your worth, and understand that there are people out there who will meet you where you're at in terms of emotional readiness and maturity. There are people out there who will provide for you and protect this relationship and make it very, very known from the beginning, like, I really am into you and I really want this. Honestly, you don't have to do this, but for some of you, if you want to watch group number 1's reading, I think that'll help you get a taste of like the energy that you do deserve. Not to compare and contrast, but like, I feel like for some of you, you may not have the examples in your life. You may not have had the examples in your life of like what you deserve and how actually it is quite, it's special to manifest, but it's not uncommon for real good people. Like, I do believe there are many great, amazing people out there on the planet who want the same things that you want, who will love you in the way that you need to be loved, and who are very open, like wearing their heart on their sleeve, not trying to hide it, not trying to play games, not bringing chaos and drama, not being somebody who you have to drag along on their healing journey. If you're feeling like you have to drag this person along for them to heal, they are dragging you down. Okay? And there's just better options. I don't know. Okay, anyways, thank you for joining me. It's been great. Comment your stories down below. If you want to talk about your relationship, I'd love to read about that. Like this video, comment how it resonated. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there, my shamanic life coaching sessions there, as well as my online tarot reading course. So check it out. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 3, and welcome. You selected the Afghanite stone. Let's see where your person is at in general with life before anything else. So the rune that came out is Lagus. This is the rune of water. And this is actually a really good rune. So I feel like your person is actually in a pretty strong place in life. They are patient. They are sort of, like slow and steady wins the race, status quo, but there's a lot of positive, uplifting changes that will soon be happening in their life because they're so patient and just like down to earth. It's like nothing needs to be fancy or over the top. They don't have to rush anything. They just feel like very centered, very calm, and as mentioned, this is a lucky time for them. So where they're at in life, just regardless of where you and them are at, they're just in a good position. We have the nightingale coming out. Yes, they are speaking their reality a lot more and calling forward a lot of positive energy and people towards them at this time. And this always reminds me of the throat chakra, self-expression, and not being afraid to really speak their opinions and express themselves through fashion or art or music or even just speaking words, This just seems like a good, grounded, down-to-earth person that you're dealing with. We have here and now coming out in reverse as their message of like where they're at. Now, when these cards are in reverse, they do have like protection messages. So let's see what that message is. It says, whenever you find your mind drifting into the past, wondering if things could have or should have been better, or whenever you find yourself longing for the good old days, you leak power. So, and the same thing applies for the future as well. And being overly driven by ambition, that may take you to a place with no substance and forgetting that life is happening right here, right now. So with your person, they can get a little bit wrapped up in their mind, and they may have a hard time staying present. Like, it's like they're grounded, they're good, they're patient, but they may have a hard time staying present. They may find themselves feeling nostalgic for the past or overly ambitious for the future, working really, really hard towards certain goals, dreams, and wishes. Actually, in fact, I am seeing they're very ambitious for the future and their goals in particular. So that's just one thing that, may be going on with them. We have the full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. This person, it feels like they're very busy with work. Like their work, I feel like they do a lot of good on the planet. For example, they may be like a nurse, or they may be somebody who just like works a lot like for the people, offering, their care and kindness for the people. And they feel very strongly about what they offer in terms of their work. So they take high amounts of like integrity with what they do, which is very admirable. And I think one of their lessons in life right now is to understand that like everything that you're doing is enough. You can take breaks. It's good to slow down a bit. And I think, they are actually seeing that message and that lesson for them here in the universe, and they're heeding it. So that's really, really cool. I think this person frequently finds themselves in a position in life where they're either like the organizer or the person that is just like one of the critical components for care for others or communities. And they're learning right now how to create space and let go and take a break, which is really, really nice. This person gives off earth energy. I don't know why. It's just a feeling. They could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They don't have to be, though. They just like helping people. Let's see where they're at in life. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. Yeah, it's hard for them to slow down and, see things from a new perspective. I think this person with a hangman in reverse, they frequently put themselves in a position where they're overworked and overgiving. I think that's their biggest problem, overgiving, overdoing it with caring for others. So again, that's just one of their personal spiritual lessons they're working through right now. We have the Fool. Okay, so new beginnings taking place in their life that they feel very, very optimistic about, taking a leap of faith, trusting in the universe. We have the Star in reverse. Yes, there's a lot of messages here about like, you are enough. You are good enough. You are wonderful. I feel like this person's spirit guides, like their literal spirit guides, just want to wrap them in a warm hug. And you may feel this way too. You just want to wrap them in a warm hug and just like take care of them, because they're constantly taking care of other people. And just tell them like, it's okay, take a break. Like, I don't know why. If I were, I think I'm channeling this from you actually, just wanting to, like I said, wrap them up in a warm blanket, get them like a mug of hot cocoa and be like, now you just sit down and don't do anything productive, because this is your time to relax. You are amazing. You do so much. And I feel like a part of you may just want to shower this person in affection, because you know what? Like, they are not somebody who is selfish. They are the opposite, actually, selfless. And at times, overdo it with that. And yeah, I don't know. We have the King of Wands coming out in reverse. Okay. And you know what? This sort of people pleasing, they don't feel like a full-fledged people pleaser, but they have some tendencies. It may get in the way of them actually planning their own future, and doing kind things for themselves and the people who are really like close to themselves. See, that hurts relationships sometimes when you're way over giving and not caring enough for yourself. That can hurt relationships, especially like close romantic ones. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so this person seems to be doing well financially or physically. There could be some new blessings entering into their life there. Like, they may have recently gotten a raise, a promotion, a new job or something like that, or even just bought a new house or car, or planning to do something of that nature, taking that leap of faith, starting a new beginning here. So yeah, this person just seems to be working hard, doing a lot, and just trying to love and support and protect the people around them. They're a very simple, good person. I like their energy. So let's dive into their feelings for you. Okay, so I put away the cards, reshuffled them, and asked the question, what are their feelings towards you? And the rune Manas came out, the rune of mankind. So your person is taking their time to really assess you, to assess them, to assess, your energy that is shared, getting to know you better, or just trying to come up with some sort of conclusion or decision about your connection. It feels like they're not really in a rush to make any hasty decisions with you yet. They're simply enjoying your presence and seeing where things go. So that's pretty much neutral, I think. Let's see, we have the cobra in reverse. Yeah, this actually really resonates with that, because if you think of how cobras move and work, it's like when they're about to attack a prey, they wait for a long time and fully assess the situation and then strike very, very quickly when they finally made their decision. So I feel like that's how this person moves emotionally with people. Like for many like weeks or months, it's like just sort of them assessing and getting to know you and whatever. And like they are like this with every decision in life. They have to sit with the idea of the decision, see how it feels, pursue like other options, see what their other options are, compare and contrast, make pro and con lists. And then they make the decision. You know what? I'm going to go for this. And then once they make that decision, it's so quick. Like they are so quick moving. Like, all right, I'm ready. So we have the cardinal moon. Be bold and make the first move. This person gives off very masculine energy. I got to be honest with you. Cardinal moons. I'm a cardinal moon sign. It really is an assertive sort of energy, leadership, like feeling like they want to be in charge here. Let's see what else comes out. These are very like not answer. Chop wood. I'm going to be honest with you. It feels very neutral. So I need some clarity here with the tarot, because nothing yet, and like my own feelings that I'm picking up from this person, it just feels very neutral. Like they're a very stable-minded, logical person. They are emotional. I mean, they had that Lagus rune come out, which is the rune of water, very emotional and exciting things happening in their life. But in terms of their emotions towards you, well, first off, they want to make a move. That's clear with the cardinal moon. Chop wood is a card about the normal day-to-day things in life. Actually, I'll just read this for you, because there are relationship messages in this booklet. So let's read what the relationship message is to get a better understanding of how their feelings are towards you. It says, nothing is as important right now as just doing what you need to do day to day. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like this person's mind is very much like, okay, this is what I need to do. This is how I need to be productive, etc. Let your heart remember that not everything has to be hard-won, passionate, or even obviously meaningful. Relationships and friendships go through lulls when the everyday tasks are at the center of awareness. So I feel like a lot of you guys watching, you may actually be asking about someone you've been with for a really, really long time. And perhaps like after a while, that sort of passion tends to slip away. And, there can be periods in relationships where you're both just focused on your other passions, hobbies, and interests, such as your career or some sort of passion project you may have or something that you're working on. And that's totally fine, So if that's the case, like that's how they're feeling. If this is a newer connection, right now it just feels like their main focus, their main priority is on work and on, just their everyday tasks. And I want to say to you guys, like, not every relationship in life has to be this big, passionate love story. Sometimes a quiet, calm, and peaceful love is also very needed. So I don't know. That is perfect now. Hold hands, wash dishes, make a fire, read a book, share a meal, say nothing, stare into space, pick up socks, tell a dumb joke, and leave space to breathe. The work of your relationship right now is very simple. Just be present. And that's so funny that it says just be present, because in the previous card, the here and now card in reverse, it was suggesting that this person is not very present, Funny how it takes work to just be. All is well, really. So yeah, I think emotionally, guys, there's nothing to worry about here. You know, they don't have their eyes on anyone else. They aren't having these big moments of like questioning things. It's just like a simple, peaceful, calm love, you know, and I love that. It's the type of love where like you can both like just do your own things in the same rooms or in the same room and just simply enjoy, you know, each other's company, even if you're doing different things in life, you know, even if you're focused on different things. Like one of my favorite things to do, honestly, is like just hang out in the living room with my boyfriend. And like I'll be like drawing and doing art stuff and he'll be playing video games. And it's just literally the fact that he's 2 feet away. It's just so comforting, you know? I don't know. Or like I'll be reading my book and he'll be watching his dumb videos on his phone and we're just like touching toes. Like there's something nice about that. It doesn't have to be this big dramatic thing. So, and plus with him, I keep wanting to say him. I don't know why I keep getting masculine vibes. Obviously they don't have to be a man, but with them, with this person, it feels like their big priority right now is something else. Like maybe they're going to school, maybe they're doing a lot of work, maybe they're, you know, getting like their graduate degree or something, you know, and that's fine. That's fine. You don't need to make relationships the center of your world all of the time. You can simply enjoy each other's company as individuals, both doing your own thing. And I'm sure you have your own thing that you're trying to do, your own goals and things like that. And, you know, if you're used to codependent relationships, I just want to say like this relationship is what a healthy, normal relationship feels like. So I'm wondering if that's why some of you guys may be questioning things, because it's like, this just feels so peaceful, so normal. And it's like, yeah, that's normal. Like they have their things that they're going to focus on. You have your things you're going to focus on. And then also you connect together in moments of love. Like, you know, I mean, going too far in any direction is a bad thing. Like being too obsessed with each other to the point where you don't have friends or hobbies or interests outside of each other, that's unhealthy. But also being so separate and living completely separate lives and never really connecting, that's also not healthy. So it's like striking that beautiful balance is what's needed here. We have the King of Wands coming out upright, very bold. I don't know. I wonder if this person's a dom, like in the bedroom, I mean. I wonder if they're very like dominant. They really admire like you both having your own things going on in life. Like that just adds so much to their attraction to you. You know, it's like you're not obsessing over them every minute of the day. You have your own things and they have their own things. And, you know, your individuality adds a lot of passion and zest and interest. And also, King of Wands is a very passionate card. You know, this person is very attracted to you sexually, and that passion still is there. I think you might be questioning it though, especially if you come from a background of codependency, because when you're not in a codependent relationship, it just feels peaceful, almost boring, because it's like, what? And it's like, yeah, no, it's not a bad thing to enjoy peace together. We have the Knight of Swords. See, this is what I'm saying. This person's weird because it's like in the beginning, it seems like they move so slow, but really they're just taking you in, analyzing, and then they go so fast. Like they want to move so fast in this connection. So weird. We have the Six of Pentacles. Exactly. This is a very giving person. They want to support you. They want to keep you safe. They want to almost spoil you if you'll let them. And they just feel like the type of person who wants to provide. They're very much a provider. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups coming out in reverse here, which does show their intuition is guiding them to make some sort of change. There could be something like missing emotionally, either in their life or in this connection. Let's see what's next to it. We have Judgment in reverse. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, this is making a decision to leave something behind, because something's missing. Like I'm not fulfilled here. So where in their life do you think this applies and would resonate? Like maybe they're leaving behind a location that they can't stand, or what? I mean, I don't know. I don't think it'll be like you Like, unless you really, really feel that way about your relationship, like, it's just not fully, how do I put this? I feel like there is a sense of peace in both of your lives and fulfillment, a very strong platonic bond here. But you can't meet every single one of somebody's needs. You know what I mean? Like, that's just impossible. And you can't find somebody who meets all of your needs. Like, for example, let's just say that this person is like a homebody. They like staying at home. They don't like traveling. They don't want to go out dancing. And you are somebody who likes traveling and who likes to go out dancing. You can't expect them to meet all your needs. You need to make friends who will go out dancing with you. You need to, either travel on your own or find people to travel with who is not this person. And that is totally fine and healthy. You cannot get all of your needs met by one person. As humans, we need a community. And, I feel like you guys may think, like, honestly, I wonder if this person has that many friends or if you're like their only friend. I would encourage them to get out and, take up some of their hobbies and interests with a community of people who are not you. Like, for example, if they're really, really into, like, I don't know, cars or something, like, they need to make some friends who are also into that. Or if this is somebody who loves going to the movie theater and you hate going to the movie theater, like, they need to make a friend who will go to the movie theater with them. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say here with this relationship. Like, this is not an issue to break up over, but I don't know. So yeah, Judgment card in reverse. This does show a big decision to let go and walk away from something, but it's so out of the blue. So I'm having a hard time believing that this would be them walking away from you. I don't know. I don't necessarily think that's what that is saying, but let's see what wants to come out. And also, I don't know your situation though, so I don't know. Comment down below what you think this Judgment in reverse card is and the Eight of Cups reverse is talking about. Okay, so this is a homemade deck. It's my channeled love messages deck, and it's based off of the tarot, but it gives like specific like love quotes. We have the King of Swords coming out, and this says, sorry if I'm not overly emotional. Wow, okay, first sentence, I'm already like, okay, this is weirdly lining up with what we're picking up on. Sorry if I'm not overly emotional. I'm really into my career and goals right now. Guys, this is kind of scarily like lining up. I tend to take a calm, logical approach in my relationships. Did we not just say that? Oh my gosh. Intellect and intelligence. I can't believe this. I literally, like, almost quote for quote said this exact phrase earlier in your reading. Like, let's just read that again. Sorry if I'm not overly emotional. I'm really into my career and goals right now. I tend to take a calm, logical approach in my relationships. And they are charming, open-minded, a seductive man or masculine energy, very interested in career right now. Wow, that's crazy. But, like, let's keep in mind, this is a king. This is a kingly energy. This is not a bad thing. Okay. So we have the moon coming out as well. I have no idea where this is going. I'm just doing what feels right. So, it says risky connection. Your senses are guiding you. They feel drawn to you. They could be a little bit confused about where a relationship is headed, and the unknown may be a little uncomfortable, but they're following their intuition. They're like, listen, this feels right. I'm going for it. We have the Star, which is coming out twice. I believe this came out earlier. And this says, I feel like you are my soulmate. Also, I want to see you naked. It says, they think you are absolutely stunning physically, mentally, and emotionally. They dream about being with you day and night. They appreciate all your efforts. They feel guided to share their feelings. Spirit guides and ancestors support this connection. Yeah, they really do love you. It's a simple, beautiful type of love. They really think you are their soulmate, and it's just the way that they are. Like, they are somebody who's just calm and peaceful and logical, and, there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. We have the Tower. Okay. It says, I have something to tell you that may be shocking, ... That is very ominous. So there could be a sudden change in your relationship beyond your control, and whatever they have to say will shake the foundation of this connection. Something is changing. Sexual tension. Intense connection. Intense attraction. So the Tower, I don't read it as a bad card. Okay. I just think it's something so intense that it like shakes up your life, And also in readings like this, I view the Tower as like having such a strong attraction to somebody that it literally like changes your life and the course of your life. So I don't know, just keep an eye open for that. If they do have something to tell you, they'll probably tell you within the next few days. Otherwise this card wouldn't have came out. Or they may have recently told you something shocking, and it could be good, like, oh my gosh, I'm in love with you, I want your babies. You know, it could also be like, I don't know, like, by the way, like I killed a man back in 20 whatever the heck. Okay, we have, I don't know, guys, I don't know what I'm saying. We have the Knight of Pentacles coming out. It says, I might move slowly in relationships, but I am dependable and I can be your rock if you give me a chance. See, that's what I'm saying. This person gives off nice, steady vibes, not moving fast, observing the relationship, enjoying it. They are clearly attracted to you. They want to see you naked. They think you're their soulmate. But they're also really into their career and their goals and stuff. This is a genuine person, ride or die, if you give them a chance. This person is very slow to open up emotionally. Not very exciting. See, that's the thing. I can see how this person might not be compatible with everyone in the world. Like, I understand some people just need a little bit more zest, a little bit more passion. So if you're really needing that and this quality of theirs really, really bothers you, that's something you might want to reflect upon. I don't know. But this isn't a bad person. There's plenty of people in the world who would definitely enjoy someone like this. So yeah. And then we have, I want to move forward with you with the 8 of Wands. See, this person is very interested in you. There's no doubt about that. You know, they'll travel to see you, communication, expect forward momentum. This person feels a lot of passion for you. Texts, calls, and emails are signs of interest. I think that's an important thing that you need to hear. Like, you know, if they're texting you consistently, if they're calling you consistently, or, you know, anything like that, like obviously they're interested. I actually kind of feel, group number 3, a lot of you may be doubting this person actually liking you. And it's like, if they're solid, like they keep staying in contact with you in a very consistent way, that is your sign that they like you. They wouldn't be talking to you if they didn't feel anything towards you. You know what I mean? It's like they could easily just ignore you. Or, you know, be like, oh, sorry, I didn't see your text. Like, no, they're talking to you. They want to move forward with you. They really like you. It's just their natural pacing in life may be a little bit more peaceful and perhaps a little bit slower than you're used to. And that's totally fine, you know? Okay, let's look at their intentions towards you. Okay, so let's see what their intentions are towards you. Again, I reshuffled everything, pulled a new rune, and you have the rune Tiwaz coming out to represent their intentions. This is really positive. This is the rune of commitment. This person intends to commit to you and to deepen your relationship and to have a passionate, fiery sex life and to have a passionate love. It's just something that, you know, like we saw emotionally, they may be slower to open up, but they fully intend on committing to you and taking things to the next level and trying to be their most beautiful self physically and mentally and emotionally for you. So this is a really great rune, and this is a really great indicator of, you know, a passionate, beautiful love life. Now, the only thing about Tiwaz is that because this is such a passionate, romantic connection, it does require some sacrifice. And I was just explaining this to group number 1 because they had this rune come out for their emotional half, but, it's almost like the deity of love itself gifts you with a relationship that has a ton of chemistry in a certain regard, whether that's emotional chemistry or sexual chemistry or something, and then it requires a sacrifice of something. So for example, it's like you can have a fire sex life with this person, but maybe, like I said, they're a homebody and you like traveling and going out. So the sacrifice there would be like, you might not be able to do that with them. You might have to find friends who will do that with you. So, you know what I mean? It's like there's some sort of sacrifice here in exchange for something very passionate. And that is the nature of life. It always brings us back to a center, a balance. Never too good, never too bad. You know what I mean? So, but yes, this is a great rune. It does show serious intentions, and they totally intend to stay committed, be loyal, be passionate. We have the mouse, the mighty mouse, the tiny mouse. Yeah, they got so much earth energy about them. They're just a busy little bee. They just want to, well, first off, the mouse loves its community. They love supporting people. They love caring. So yeah, and also another thing, you may connect with this person on food quite a bit. I know that's so random, but I'm seeing it, you know. I wonder if they like cook you breakfasts or like dinners or something. But yeah, I just love the mouse. It's so cute. They just want to, they're just pure. Their intentions are pure. I don't know what else to say. We have the waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum. See, this is what I'm saying. This person's good. They're good. You know, I can see how some people might not feel compatible with them. That's the only thing. But it's not toxic. You know, I can see how for some people, this person may lack excitement. But other than that, this is a perfectly good person and they plan on growing at a steady pace with you. And, you know, as I was kind of shuffling up the cards, I was kind of getting like this like timeline in my head. You know, I dated this guy once who reminds me so much of this reading. Not exactly, but kind of. But specifically, like, we started dating. It was very slow to get this dude to open up emotionally. And they even admitted to me to like having some issues with emotional intimacy. But we eventually became in a serious relationship and they took so long to introduce me to their friends, to tell their family that I existed, to, you know, fill in the blank, years. Okay. And one time I just like kind of like was like, you know what, like I want something more here. And they're like, oh no, I plan on, you know, moving in together at this date, which was like years away. And then shortly after proposing to you, and like so logically had like a list of developments and when it was going to happen. And for me, I just, you know, wasn't very compatible with that. You know, I was like, I like fiery, lusty relationships where like you can't wait to deepen the connection. That's just who I am. So, you know, and for other reasons, I broke it off with that person. But I don't know. This reading kind of reminds me of them. Not saying that you're going to break up with each other. Oh my God. I mean, you can if you want, but it's like, you know, it's very neutral. Like this person's not problematic, but I can see how for some of you, you may like constantly be on edge or feeling anxious because of how different your emotional speeds may work. So if that's the case, you know, that may be something to reflect on. But for others of you, your emotional speeds may be very much in alignment with each other, you know. This person for sure, though, wants to commit to you, wants to provide for you, and wants this relationship to gain momentum and, you know, to move on and move up. And then we have round and round coming out in reverse. Let's read about this and see what it has to say. What's the protection message here with the number 25, 23, finding it on the booklet. Okay, it says, are you refusing to see your own personal responsibility for repeating lessons you don't need to relearn? You have to surrender now to the fact that you are the common denominator in all of these repeat performances. I wonder if this person has a history of, you know, I don't know, just like having failed relationships because they weren't like overly showy with their emotions or quick with their emotions. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to read the whole thing. It basically just says the same thing. But let's shuffle up the cards. What is this person's intentions with you? I think at times they may be like this person, they don't feel to be very strongly empathetic. I mean, a little bit. Wow, 10 of Swords. Jesus. Burnout much? Or like not empathetic, because they are very, very caring. Maybe at times they just have a hard time reading into like signs and signals. Like if you try to communicate something without communicating it, like through your body language, they're not going to pick up on it. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is getting a little bit weird. You know what I think it is? Like, this is a complicated energy. I don't think they're bad. I don't think they're toxic. I don't think they're, you know, liar, cheater, stealer energy. But I think they're very like, what's the word? Like thick at times. Like not in the fun way, like dense a little bit. Like, how do I put this? It's like you may communicate to them that you desire more speed or emotional expression or fill in the blank, whatever your needs and wants are. And they may have a hard time like integrating that. With the 10 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse is so slow. Like, it's such a slow moving energy. Let's see what else comes out. I need to see what comes out around oh yeah, 8 of Pentacles in reverse. These cards are just flipping over immediately. They're like, let me tell you the tea on this person. Yeah, and it's like they're so focused on whatever their goal is, like whether they're in school, whether they are working a job. It's like, let me figure this out first. And once I figure this out, then I will do this in this relationship and blah, 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 blah. Like their timeline is weird. We have the Lovers in reverse. Oh my God. And the Ace of Wands in reverse. Now this is getting confusing. This reading's getting confusing because if we didn't have Tiwaz here, which is the rune of commitment, I would look at these cards and say, yeah, this person isn't going to commit. You know, with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Swords, Lovers in reverse. I wonder for some of you if you have already broken up with this person or you plan on breaking up with them, because in the very beginning of the reading, we had that Judgment card in reverse. Do you remember that? And that 8 of Cups in reverse, which was kind of giving like, you know, a judgment being made to walk away. I'm wondering if some of you guys already broke up with this person or will break up with this person, but you're the dumper. And I'm wondering if you already dumped this person, if they did not want that. I feel like your sexual chemistry with this person is really high. I don't know why I keep coming back to that. And, you know, sometimes if that's the case, it can mask some problems in a relationship. I don't know. This is so confusing. This is one of the more confusing readings I've done in a while. I wonder if this person's confusing or if it's just your situation or if you're confusing. I don't know. Who's confusing here? Can you guys explain to me what's going on in the comments? It's so hard because I don't know who you are. I don't know your situation. Oh my gosh. Let me see. I got to get some clarifiers. I don't normally get clarifiers, but I need to clarify this Lovers card in reverse. Why is this coming out, Spirit? Why is the Lovers coming out in reverse? Ooh, was that the devil that just sort of flashed us for a second? Did you guys see that? 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Again, overly focused on working on their goals or their career, or maybe like giving too much in favors away to friends, and it sort of gets in the way of your connection. Or like you're asking for more, or you want more. 5 of Swords. I wonder if like when you tell this person like, hey, like I would like to move a little faster in this relationship, or I would like more like verbal expression of your love or more warmth or whatever it is that you ask for, I wonder if they get defensive. And it doesn't even have to be like an argumentative, like raising a voice defensive. It could also just be like them explaining to you, oh, well, you know, I'm just a person who is really calm and peaceful in relationships. And, you know, I'm not like the most emotionally expressive, but I try my best. Like they have an excuse always. A logical excuse that makes a lot of sense when you bring up your problems, but it's not necessarily acknowledging your problems and saying, hey, I hear you. I understand that in order for you to feel safe and comfortable in this relationship, you need more emotional validation and expression from me. I'm going to do that. And then they actually do it. Like that would be the appropriate response to that. I'm wondering if they don't give that appropriate response, but it's also like not that they're toxic. And again, 5 of Swords, this is a card of walking away. There's a lot of cards here that show separation. So again, I'm wondering if some of you have ended this relationship with them. And with round and around again coming out in reverse, it's like they haven't learned. It's like they never learn. And I wonder if you're still together, if you keep coming back to the same feeling that's plaguing you, or the same problem that you keep mentioning to them and it never gets resolved. And it's so dumb to me because it feels like this person is a good person and you guys are compatible and there is a lot of chemistry here, but that's the little thing that ends up being a big thing. If they cannot resolve an argument or fix an issue that's very small, honestly, like saying, hey, I need a little bit more emotional attention, that's not a huge ask. But if they don't do it ever, and that issue within you keeps coming up over and over and over and over, each cycle it comes up, you feel more anxious and anxious and anxious and mad and sad. And it keeps getting brushed under the rug and possibly being hidden behind your sex life and that chemistry that you guys have. It's just going to build into this huge snowball problem that can no longer just go away. You know what I mean? It then becomes a massive problem. Like this little tiny thing that could have easily been resolved between you never gets resolved, and it turns into this huge thing. Oh my gosh. And this is their intentions. So with round and around in reverse, I don't think they have the intention right now to fix this pattern or this issue, which could be a problem. I don't know. I'm not giving you advice. This isn't an advice reading, okay? I have plenty of readings on my channel that give relationship advice, and I just saw 11:11 on the clock. So your angels are chiming in saying, hey, what's up? Hello. Hey, what's up? Hello. I gotta get going, guys. It's getting late. My mind's starting to lose itself, but yeah, I hope this reading helped you. Even though I didn't give any advice, it's just, they're not a bad person. This is a hard reading because they're not a bad person. And you know, that's the thing. We can't sit here and accuse someone of being all good or all evil. More frequently than not, most people fall somewhere on this gray spectrum of like, they're a good person. However, there's this one issue that may get in the way of your happiness in your relationship, but otherwise this is a perfect relationship. You know what I mean? So yeah, let me know in the comments how this resonated and what the situation is if you feel comfortable sharing. And what's your game plan moving forward with this? I think their intentions are to commit to you and are to grow with you, for sure. Don't let these tarot cards scare you. It's just, you know, there could be a little issue in the relationship that keeps wedging itself further and further into it. And they don't have the intention to fix that issue, whatever that issue may be. So their intentions are actually pretty good. It's just, there's this little thing going on. So yeah, but thank you for joining me. Comment, like this video, subscribe if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there, shamanic life coaching sessions there, as well as my online tarot reading course. So check it out. Bye-bye.